Hello, travelers. Today I want to take you on a journey to Arizona, the Grand Canyon State. Imagine landscapes so vast and colorful, an experience that stays with you long after you've returned home. Arizona is a state of incredible contrasts, where fiery red deserts meet cool green pine forests, and ancient history lives alongside modern cities. For many, it's the iconic image of the Grand Canyon. This state is a rich tapestry woven with threads of diverse cultures, dramatic history, and stunning natural wonders. And the sunsets in Arizona are legendary, so get ready to explore a state that defies simple descriptions. Join me as we uncover the soul of Arizona, a land of vivid contrasts, epic landscapes, and unforgettable adventures. Many picture Arizona as a sun-scorched desert. While home to the Sonoran Desert, the state's landscape is diverse. It shatters expectations. Arizona has one of the largest ponderosa pine forests in the world. This variety makes Arizona a playground for every adventurer. This is your invitation to adventure. Arizona has thousands of miles of trails. Dream of paddling down a river surrounded by canyon walls? Maybe your adventure is gazing at a sky filled with stars. The spirit of exploration is woven into Arizona. It's about the freedom of the open road. In Arizona, adventure is a state of mind. Arizona welcomes you with a promise of unforgettable experiences. Let the adventure begin. To truly understand Arizona, you must listen to the echoes of its past. This land has been inhabited for thousands of years, and its history is as dramatic and compelling as its landscape. Long before the first cowboys or Spanish explorers arrived, sophisticated Native American cultures thrived here. Peoples like the ancestral Puebloans, the Hohokam, and the Mogollon built remarkable communities, engineering complex irrigation canals in the desert and constructing incredible cliff dwellings that still inspire awe today. You can feel their presence in places like Montezuma Castle or Canyon de Chelly, where the stories of these ancient peoples are etched into the very stones. Their legacy is a vital part of Arizona's soul. The arrival of Spanish explorers in the 16th century marked the beginning of a new chapter, one of cultural collision and transformation. They came in search of gold and glory, bringing with them new languages, religions, and ways of life. You can see their influence in the beautiful mission churches that dot southern Arizona, like the stunning Mission San Xavier del Bac near Tucson. Later, the era of the Wild West galloped in, bringing with it miners, ranchers, gunslingers, and lawmen. Legends were born in dusty towns like Tombstone and Bisbee, where tales of shootouts and gold rushes still linger in the air. This bold, pioneering spirit helped shape the independent and resilient character of Arizona. But Arizona's history is not just a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing force that shapes the state today. The rich cultural tapestry is vibrant and diverse. 22 federally recognized Native American tribes call Arizona home, each with its own unique traditions, arts, and languages. You can experience this living heritage by visiting tribal lands, such as the vast Navajo Nation, or the Hopi Mesas, where you can learn directly from the people who have stewarded this land for centuries. This blend of Native American, Hispanic, and Anglo cultures creates a unique social landscape, influencing everything from the state's incredible cuisine to its colorful festivals and art scenes. Today, Arizona is a state that looks to the future while honoring its past. Bustling modern cities like Phoenix and Scottsdale are centers of innovation, business, and contemporary art. Yet, they exist just a short drive from ancient ruins and rugged wilderness. This dynamic interplay between the old and the new is what makes Arizona so fascinating. You can spend your day exploring a history that spans millennia, and your evening enjoying the comforts and excitement of the 21st century. It's a place where every rock, every river, and every city street has a story to tell. All you have to do is be willing to listen. Every traveler writes their own unique Arizona story. What will yours be? Perhaps quiet contemplation at the Grand Canyon, or personal triumph on a dusty trail. Maybe connection, sharing stories in a small town, or discovery, learning about ancient cultures. Arizona is a canvas, and you are the artist. The journey will be uniquely yours. Think about the memories you want to make. A thrilling Jeep tour in Sedona, or relaxing on the Salt River watching for wild horses? Explore Kartchner Caverns, or walk through the petrified forest. Stargaze in a dark sky park. These experiences will become cherished chapters. Your Arizona story can be grand or simple. This is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you create your own memories, Start dreaming, start planning, and get ready to write your unforgettable Arizona story. To begin Arizona's story, we travel back to a time when the landscape was cooler and roamed by mammoths. The first people, Paleo-Indians, arrived over 13,000 years ago, following Ice Age animals. Their story is found in spear points unearthed by archaeologists. Imagine hunting mammoths with stone spears. They understood animal migrations, water sources, and tool-making. As the Ice Age ended, climate change forced adaptation. They hunted smaller game and gathered plants. This archaic period marked innovation, laying groundwork for agriculture. This history reminds us that Arizona has been a home for a long time. They were the first pioneers, discovering this beautiful land. As the archaic period ended, a remarkable culture flourished in Arizona's river valleys. These were the Hohokam, meaning those who have gone. From 300 to 1450 AD, they built a sophisticated society in the Sonoran Desert. They became master farmers, creating a massive irrigation canal network. This transformed the arid landscape, channeling water to fields of corn, beans, squash, and cotton. They developed distinctive art, including red-on-buff pottery. The Casa Grande Ruins National Monument showcases their legacy. Here, a mysterious four-story great house stands. Around 1450 AD, the Hohokam civilization declined due to drought, flooding, and conflict. The Acamel O'odham and Tohono O'odham peoples are believed to be their descendants. They carry the knowledge of desert survival, a link to the farmers who tamed the rivers. In northern Arizona, on the Colorado Plateau, another remarkable culture took shape. Known as the ancestral Puebloans, they were renowned for their masonry and cliff dwellings. For centuries, they lived in villages, cultivating crops. They were master potters, creating black-on-white pottery. Their society was connected to the sun and stars, reflected in their buildings and kivas. Their iconic legacy is their cliff dwellings, built between 1150 and 1300 AD. They moved from mesa tops into canyon alcoves, constructing multi-story complexes. Places like Betatakin are masterpieces of architecture. To visit these sites is to imagine life in a community tucked high above. By the end of the 13th century, a severe drought forced a great migration. They left behind their homes and moved south and east. Their descendants are the modern Pueblo peoples. The cliff dwellings are sacred ancestral sites, part of a living culture. While the Hohokam irrigated the deserts and the ancestral Puebloans scaled the cliffs, other distinct cultures thrived in the diverse landscapes between them. In eastern and southeastern Arizona, the Mogollon people made their home from around 200 to 1450 AD. They are especially famous for their extraordinary pottery, particularly the Mimbres tradition. The Mogollon were adaptable, hunting deer, turkey, and rabbit, and cultivated crops. You can explore their world at places like the Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument. To the west, in the Verde Valley, lived the Sinagua. They were expert farmers who took advantage of the Verde River and the rich volcanic soils. Two of their most spectacular sites are Montezuma Castle and Tuzagut National Monuments. The Pueblo of Tuzagut crowns a hilltop, offering panoramic views of the Verde Valley. In the mid-16th century, the world of the native peoples of Arizona was forever changed by the arrival of men on horseback, clad in metal armor and carrying unfamiliar weapons. These were the Spanish conquistadors, pushing north from Mexico in a relentless search for God, gold, and glory. The first official expedition to enter what is now Arizona was led by the Franciscan friar Marcos de Niza in 1539. Guided by tales of the fabulously wealthy seven cities of Cibola, de Niza's reports of golden cities fueled the ambitions of the Spanish crown and led to a much larger and more formidable expedition the following year, commanded by Francisco Vázquez de Coronado. Coronado's grand army marched through southeastern Arizona, clashing with native peoples and finding only humble mud-brick pueblos instead of the promised gold. While the expedition was a financial failure from the Spanish perspective, it was a momentous event in Arizona's history. One of Coronado's scouting parties, led by Garcia Lopez de Cardenas, was guided by Hopi men to the south rim of a tremendous chasm. They became the first Europeans to gaze upon the awe-inspiring spectacle of the Grand Canyon. Their reports described a useless obstacle, a giant gorge that was impossible to cross. This first encounter highlights the profound cultural gap between the newcomers and the land's longtime inhabitants, a theme that would define the next centuries of Arizona's story. After Coronado's departure, Spanish interest in Arizona waned for over a century. It was not until the late 1600s that a new wave of Spanish influence arrived, this time led not by soldiers, but by Jesuit missionaries. The most famous of these was Father Eusebio Francisco Kino, an incredible explorer, astronomer, cartographer, and rancher. Between 1687 and his death in 1711, Father Kino established a chain of missions across southern Arizona and northern Sonora, Mexico, an area he called the Pimeria Alta. He introduced European livestock, new crops like wheat, and Christianity to the native peoples, forever altering their way of life and the ecology of the region. Father Kino's legacy is most beautifully preserved in the magnificent mission churches he inspired. While Mission San Xavier del Bac, the White Dove of the Desert near Tucson, was completed after his time, it stands as the ultimate expression of his vision. These missions, along with the military garrisons or presidios, established at places like Tubac and Tucson, became the first permanent European settlements in Arizona. They were fragile outposts on a remote frontier, marking the beginning of a complex and often violent period of cultural interaction, conflict, and blending that would fundamentally shape the character of modern Arizona, leaving an indelible Hispanic imprint on its language, architecture, food, and culture. After Mexico won its independence, Arizona remained a sparsely populated frontier. Lured by rumors of silver and gold, prospectors scoured the mountains, setting off mining booms. Towns like Tombstone sprang up, transforming into bustling cities filled with saloons. This was the era of the Wild West, and the sudden influx of wealth created a volatile environment. The 1881 gunfight at the OK Corral cemented Wyatt Earp into Western lore. Alongside the miners came the cowboys, opening up grasslands for cattle ranching. The cowboy became a powerful symbol of the American West. This growth was one of conflict, particularly for native peoples. The Apache, led by Cochise and Geronimo, mounted a fierce resistance before being confined to reservations. This era forged a complex identity for Arizona, built on rugged individualism. As the 19th century drew to a close, the Wild West began to tame. The Apache Wars had ended, the railroads had connected Arizona to the rest of the nation. The focus shifted from frontier survival to building a modern American state. The push for statehood became a central political goal. On February 14, 1912, Valentine's Day, President William Howard Taft signed the proclamation that officially welcomed Arizona into the Union as the 48th state. Arizona was the last of the 48 contiguous states to be admitted, bringing the map of the continental United States to its final form. The 5 C's, copper, cattle, cotton, citrus, and climate, drove the state's economy for decades. It entered the Union as a land of dramatic contrasts, a state forever shaped by the diverse peoples who had dared to call this beautiful and challenging land their home. The Grand Canyon is magnificent. Its immense scale and beauty is breathtaking. A mile deep and up to 18 miles wide, carved by the Colorado River. You are looking back through 2 billion years of geologic time. The experience changes dramatically with the light. Sunset provides the most spectacular show. The South Rim offers accessible viewpoints. Hiking below the rim offers a different perspective. It is a living ecosystem, a sanctuary for wildlife, a sacred place for Native American peoples. The Grand Canyon delivers an experience of pure awe, a treasure for the entire world. You might picture endless sand dunes, but the Sonoran Desert shatters that stereotype. It's North America's most biologically diverse desert, teeming with life adapted to the heat. The magnificent saguaro cactus reigns supreme. These giants with human-like arms can live over 150 years. They're a symbol of the American West, found only here. In spring, they bloom with white flowers, later yielding sweet red fruit. These cacti are pillars of the desert ecosystem. As dusk arrives, the landscape comes alive. Even in harsh environments, life flourishes. Seasonal rains trigger wildflower explosions. Beauty and life thrive in unexpected places. Nestled in central Arizona is Sedona, known for its stunning red rock formations. Massive sandstone buttes and spires rise from the desert floor, their shapes changing with the sun. This visual masterpiece draws artists, adventurers, and spiritual seekers. Sedona is also known for its spiritual energy and vortex sites that promote healing and meditation. Adventure awaits with over 200 trails for hikers and bikers. For a thrill, take a pink Jeep tour through dramatic canyons. Sedona boasts a vibrant art scene with galleries and the Tlaquepaque Arts and Shopping Village. After exploring, relax at a spa or enjoy the stars in the clear night sky. Sedona nourishes the body, mind, and soul. There is perhaps no landscape more quintessentially American West than Monument Valley. Straddling the border of Arizona and Utah, this sacred land is part of the vast Navajo Nation. It is a place of stark, majestic beauty, where colossal sandstone buttes and mesas rise dramatically. Their iconic shapes stand like silent, ancient giants, guardians of a timeless land. Seeing it in person is a far more powerful and spiritual experience. The valley, known as Tsebi in Ziskayi, is a sacred place for the Navajo people. The best way to truly experience the valley is with a Navajo guide. The play of light and shadow is nothing short of magical, creating a spectacle that changes throughout the day. The sheer scale and quiet solitude create a sense of profound peace and awe. It is a place that reminds us of the enduring power of nature and the importance of preserving these sacred landscapes. The story of Arizona's grandest landscapes is linked to the Colorado River. Born from snowmelt in the Rockies, it travels 1,450 miles, carving the Colorado Plateau. The Colorado is responsible for the Grand Canyon. Rafting offers a thrilling way to experience Arizona's canyon country. Downstream, dams have created reservoirs for recreation, like Lake Powell. Its waters wind through red rock canyons, perfect for houseboating and water skiing. The Colorado River is the lifeline of the Southwest. It has nourished civilizations and enabled modern cities. It's a reminder of the vital connection between water and life. In northeastern Arizona lies one of the most surreal and colorful landscapes you will ever encounter. This is the Painted Desert, a vast expanse of badlands composed of sedimentary rock layers in every shade imaginable. It's as if a painter swept a giant brush across the land, leaving behind broad strokes of lavender, gray, orange, pink, and deep red. This remarkable coloration comes from the different minerals in the layers of mudstone and shale. The view from the overlooks within Petrified Forest National Park is simply astonishing, especially in the low light of morning or late afternoon when the colors become incredibly rich and vibrant. It is a quiet, otherworldly place that feels like a journey to another planet. Within this colorful desert lies another, even more peculiar wonder, the Petrified Forest. This is the world's largest and most colorful concentration of petrified wood. More than 200 million years ago, during the time of the dinosaurs, this area was a lush, tropical floodplain covered with giant coniferous trees. When these trees fell, they were washed into rivers and buried by layers of sediment rich in volcanic ash. Over millions of years, silica and other minerals from the ash seeped into the logs, replacing the organic wood fiber with quartz. The result is fossilized wood that has been transformed into solid rainbow-hued stone with spectacular colors coming from impurities like iron and manganese. Walking among these ancient fallen giants is a truly humbling experience. Trails like the Giant Logs Trail and the Crystal Forest Trail lead you past massive, complete logs and countless scattered pieces that glitter in the sunlight like precious jewels. You can see the intricate details of the bark and the rings of the tree, perfectly preserved in stone. It is strictly forbidden to remove even the smallest piece of petrified wood from the park, as this ensures that future generations can marvel at this unique natural treasure. The park protects this fragile resource, allowing us all to step back into a prehistoric world and touch a piece of a long-vanished forest. Petrified Forest National Park is more than just pretty rocks and old wood. It is also a place rich in human history and paleontology. The park contains fascinating archaeological sites, like the Puerco Pueblo and hundreds of petroglyphs left by ancient peoples. It is also an active fossil site, where scientists have unearthed the remains of early dinosaurs, giant amphibians, and other Triassic period creatures. A visit here is a multi-layered journey through time, from the geological deep past to the more recent human story. It's a place that sparks the imagination and fills you with a sense of wonder at the strange and beautiful transformations our planet has undergone. In the heart of the Navajo Nation, in northeastern Arizona, lies Canyon de Chelly National Monument. This network of sheer-walled canyons slices through the high desert plateau. For nearly 5,000 years, people have lived within these protected walls. Dozens of Navajo families still live, farm, and raise livestock on the canyon floor. The most striking features are the ancient cliff dwellings, built by the ancestral Puebloan people. The most famous of these are the White House Ruin and the spectacular Mummy Cave. The canyon walls are also covered with rock art, telling the stories of the people who have called this canyon home. You can drive along the North and South Rim drives, stopping at overlooks that offer breathtaking views, including the iconic Spider Rock, a sacred place in Navajo cosmology. To truly feel the spirit of the canyon, you must go inside with an authorized Navajo guide. Your guide will share the history and cultural significance, bringing the landscape to life. When most people think of Arizona, they picture saguaro cacti and red rock deserts. But the state holds a wonderful surprise for those who venture into its higher elevations. Arizona is a land of dramatic vertical relief, home to numerous mountain ranges that rise like cool, green sky islands from the hot desert floor below. In southern Arizona, mountains like the Chiricahuas and Santa Catalinas are unique biodiversity hotspots, where desert species mingle with plants and animals from the Rocky Mountains and Mexico's Sierra Madre. Driving up the Catalina Highway from Tucson is like traveling from Mexico to Canada in just 27 miles, as you pass from saguaros to oak woodlands, and finally to dense pine and fir forests. In central and northern Arizona, the landscape is dominated by the Mogollon Rim, a massive escarpment that marks the southern edge of the Colorado Plateau. This dramatic cliff, stretching for 200 miles, is covered by the largest contiguous ponderosa pine forest in the world. This is a completely different Arizona, a land of cool breezes, the scent of pine, sparkling lakes, and abundant wildlife, including elk, deer, and black bears. This high country offers a welcome escape from the summer heat of the deserts below. It's a paradise for camping, fishing, hiking, and simply relaxing in the shade of the tall pines. Towns like Payson, Pinetop Lakeside, and Greer are popular getaways for those seeking a mountain retreat. The highest point in Arizona is found just north of Flagstaff, in the San Francisco Peaks. This range is actually the remains of a single, massive stratovolcano that erupted and collapsed millions of years ago. Humphreys Peak, at 12,633 feet, is the tallest of the peaks and is considered a sacred mountain by 13 different Native American tribes. In the summer, its slopes are covered in aspen groves and alpine wildflowers, offering challenging hikes with incredible panoramic views. In the winter, this same mountain transforms into the Arizona Snow Bowl, the state's premier ski resort, where you can ski and snowboard with views that stretch all the way to the Grand Canyon on a clear day. These mountain forests are a vital part of what makes Arizona's landscape so incredibly diverse. They are the source of the state's major rivers. They provide critical habitat for a wide array of wildlife, and they offer year-round recreational opportunities for residents and visitors alike. The existence of these cool green highlands, just a few hours' drive from the sun-baked deserts, is a perfect example of Arizona's astonishing contrasts. From desert floors to alpine peaks, Arizona's land of wonders is a constant source of surprise and delight, a place that truly has a landscape for every type of adventurer. One of the best ways to truly connect with the soul of Arizona is to put on a pair of hiking boots and hit the trails. Arizona has a trail waiting just for you, with thousands of miles of paths that wind through every conceivable type of landscape. For those seeking an unforgettable challenge, the trails leading into the Grand Canyon are legendary. In southern Arizona, Saguaro National Park provides incredible trails. If you find yourself in Sedona, the hiking is simply magical. In the Phoenix area, Camelback Mountain offers a strenuous urban climb. No matter where you choose to hike, remember to be prepared and carry more water than you think you will need. While Arizona is famous for its deserts, its rivers and lakes offer a whole new dimension of adventure. There is something truly special about seeing the state's dramatic landscapes from the water. Whether you are looking for a wild, multi-day rafting expedition or a calm afternoon of kayaking, Arizona's waterways are calling. The ultimate river journey, of course, is a rafting trip down the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon. For those looking for a more accessible adventure, the Salt and Verde rivers near Phoenix offer fantastic opportunities for a day on the water. One of the most magical parts of a Salt River trip is the chance to see the wild horses that roam freely along its banks. Beyond the rivers, Arizona's massive lakes, like Lake Powell and Lake Mead, are premier destinations for boating of all kinds. Arizona's river and lake adventures offer a refreshing and unforgettable way to explore the state. When the sun sets over Arizona, a whole new world is revealed. Far from city lights, Arizona's clear, dry air creates some of the darkest night skies in the country. The Milky Way stretches across the sky as a brilliant river of light. Arizona has become a global leader in dark sky preservation. Lowell Observatory offers a chance to peer through powerful telescopes. Many of Arizona's parks, including the Grand Canyon and Petrified Forest, are certified dark sky parks. Simply find a safe spot away from town, lay down a blanket, and look up. Spot shooting stars streaking across the vast expanse. It is a chance to reconnect with the universe. While camping in Monument Valley, witness the Milky Way rise behind the iconic buttes. In Arizona, the adventure just enters a new, brilliant, and stellar phase. Sometimes the greatest adventures are found at the end of a dusty road. Arizona's rugged terrain and vast open spaces make it a paradise for those who love to explore on wheels. Whether you are behind the wheel of a high-clearance 4x4, renting a thrilling ATV, or simply enjoying the view from your car on a paved scenic byway, the state offers endless opportunities for road-based adventures. The area around Sedona is world-famous for its Jeep tours. If you prefer a more relaxed pace, Arizona is home to some of the most spectacular scenic drives in the country. Historic Route 66, the Mother Road, cuts across the northern part of the state, offering a nostalgic journey back in time. The drive from Flagstaff to Sedona through Oak Creek Canyon is another stunner. So, roll down the windows and let the open road lead you to your next Arizona adventure. One of the most unique adventures Arizona offers is the chance to literally walk in the footprints of ancient peoples. This land is an open-air museum, holding the stories of civilizations that thrived here for thousands of years. Exploring these archaeological sites is a journey back in time, a powerful and humbling experience that connects you to the deep human history of the Southwest. These are not just ruins. They are the homes, villages, and sacred places of sophisticated cultures. Visiting them with respect and curiosity allows you to marvel at their ingenuity, their artistry, and their profound connection to the land. This is an adventure for the mind and the spirit, a chance to listen to the whispers of the past. Across the state, you can find incredibly well-preserved remnants of these ancient worlds. In the Verde Valley, Montezuma Castle National Monument showcases a stunning 20-room cliff dwelling, built high in a limestone alcove by the Sinagua people. It is a masterpiece of ancient engineering. Not far away, Tuzigut National Monument protects a sprawling pueblo that once crowned a desert hilltop. In northeastern Arizona, Navajo National Monument is home to the spectacular ancestral pueblo and cliff dwellings of Betatacan and Quetzal, nestled in vast sandstone caves. Seeing these intricate stone cities, you cannot help but wonder about the lives of the people who called these dramatic cliffs their home. The adventure continues as you search for rock art, the ancient galleries of the desert. All across Arizona, on canyon walls and basalt boulders, you can find petroglyphs carved into the rock and pictographs painted on the rock. Sites like Petroglyph National Monument, just over the border in New Mexico, but part of the same cultural sphere, and the V-Bar-V Heritage Site near Sedona, contain thousands of these ancient images. You can see depictions of animals, human-like figures, and complex geometric symbols. Each image is a piece of a puzzle, a message from the past, whose full meaning is often lost to time, leaving you to ponder the beliefs and stories of the artists who created them. To truly understand this ancient world, consider taking a guided tour. In places like Canyon de Chelly National Monument, a Navajo guide can lead you onto the canyon floor, sharing the stories and cultural significance of the ruins and rock art from a living, personal perspective. This transforms the experience from simple sightseeing into a meaningful cultural exchange. When visiting these sacred sites, always remember that they are fragile and irreplaceable. Stay on marked trails, never touch the rock art or ancient walls, and leave everything exactly as you found it. By being a respectful visitor, you help preserve these incredible windows into the past for all future adventurers to experience. Beyond the trails, Arizona offers one-of-a-kind adventures. Explore a world beneath the ground or stand on the edge of a massive impact crater. Visit Kartchner Caverns State Park, a living cave where formations are still growing. Travel to Meteor Crater, the best-preserved meteorite impact site on Earth. Walk among the fossilized remains of a 225-million-year-old forest at Petrified Forest National Park. These adventures highlight the endless fascination of Arizona. In the heart of the Sonoran Desert lies Phoenix, the capital of Arizona. This city is a testament to modern ingenuity, harnessing water and sunshine to create a thriving hub. Phoenix blends urban sophistication with a casual outdoor lifestyle. Explore the Hard Museum, the Desert Botanical Garden, and Scottsdale, blending cowboy heritage and luxury. The Valley of the Sun embraces its desert surroundings, creating a unique urban oasis where the outdoors is a way of life. Travel south from Phoenix and you will discover a city with a completely different rhythm and feel. Welcome to Tucson, a city with a deep soul and a rich, layered history. Nicknamed the Old Pueblo, Tucson is one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements in North America. Its roots run deep, blending Native American, Spanish colonial, Mexican, and Anglo-American influences into a unique cultural tapestry that you can see, taste, and feel everywhere you go. The pace here is a little slower, the architecture is more rustic, and the connection to the surrounding Sonoran Desert is incredibly intimate. Tucson is not just in the desert, it is of the desert, a city that wears its heritage with pride and authenticity. The city's incredible culinary scene is a direct reflection of its rich history. In 2015, Tucson was designated as the first UNESCO City of Gastronomy in the United States, an honor that recognizes its long and continuous agricultural history. The food here tells a story that stretches back 4,000 years, utilizing native ingredients like cholla buds, tepary beans, and mesquite flour. You can taste this heritage in everything from high-end, innovative restaurants to humble, family-run Sonoran hot dog stands. Exploring the historic 4th Avenue and the revitalized downtown area, you will find a fantastic mix of eateries, quirky shops, and vibrant street art that captures the city's creative and independent spirit. Tucson is flanked by the magnificent Saguaro National Park, a protected wilderness dedicated to the iconic cactus that has become a symbol of the American West. The park is split into 2 districts, one on the east side of the city and one on the west, each offering scenic drives and miles of hiking trails that wind through dense forests of these giant sentinels. Just outside the city, the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum offers a world-renowned combination of zoo, botanical garden, and natural history museum. You can walk through stunningly naturalistic habitats and come face-to-face with mountain lions, coyotes, and black bears, gaining a deep appreciation for the incredible biodiversity of the region. The city's past is beautifully preserved and accessible. A must-see is the stunning Mission San Xavier del Bac, the white dove of the desert, a breathtaking example of Spanish colonial architecture that is still an active parish church for the Tohono O'odham people. You can also explore the remnants of the original Spanish presidio, or fort, in the heart of downtown. Tucson is a city that invites you to slow down, to look closer, and to appreciate the subtle beauty of the desert and the deep cultural currents that flow through it. It is a place of authenticity and character, a true gem of the Southwest that captures the heart of all who visit. As you climb north onto the Colorado Plateau, the desert landscape gives way to a vast, cool forest of ponderosa pines, and you arrive in Flagstaff. At 7,000 feet, this is Arizona's quintessential mountain town, a place with 4 distinct seasons and a character all its own. Flagstaff offers a refreshing escape from the southern deserts and serves as a gateway to the Grand Canyon, just 80 miles away. The charming historic city has a vibrant downtown district born from its railroad and lumber town past. The fresh mountain air and alpine scenery make it a year-round hub for outdoor enthusiasts. Wander through preserved buildings housing local breweries, coffee shops, bookstores, and gear shops. Route 66 runs through the city, offering a nostalgic vibe. Home to Northern Arizona University, Flagstaff has a youthful and progressive feel. Flagstaff's identity is deeply connected to the stars. As the world's first international dark sky city, Flagstaff preserves its night skies, offering breathtaking views of the cosmos. The San Francisco peaks provide a stunning backdrop for hiking and skiing. Whether seeking adventure, history, or a cool breeze, Flagstaff is the perfect base camp for exploring northern Arizona. Nestled in a valley, Sedona captivates the senses. Famous for its breathtaking red rock formations, Sedona has long attracted artists. Today, the town is a premier center for the arts. Sedona is also renowned as a center for spirituality and wellness. Many believe the area is home to several vortexes, swirling centers of energy that emanate from the earth. A visit to Tlacpac Arts and Shopping Village is a must. Many visitors embark on a Jeep tour, a classic Sedona adventure. Sedona encourages you to slow down and reconnect with nature, with art, and with yourself. Sedona is more than just a beautiful place. It is an experience, a destination that nourishes the body, inspires the mind, and soothes the spirit. To truly understand the culture of Arizona, you must connect with the heritage of its first peoples. The state is home to 22 federally recognized Native American tribes, each with its own unique language, traditions, art forms, and sovereign land. This is not a history that is confined to museums. It is a living, breathing culture that continues to shape the identity of Arizona in profound ways. From the vast Navajo Nation in the north to the Tohono O'odham lands in the south, these communities are the keepers of ancient traditions and deep connections to the land that their ancestors have inhabited for thousands of years. Visiting these lands offers a chance for a powerful and enlightening cultural exchange. The Navajo Nation is the largest reservation in the United States, a sprawling territory in northeastern Arizona that is home to some of the state's most iconic landscapes, including Monument Valley and Canyon de Chelly. To experience this land is to experience the world through the eyes of the Dine, or the people. Hiring a local Navajo guide to take you through these sacred places is an invaluable experience. They share not just the geological history, but the creation stories, the cultural significance of the rock formations, and the history of their people's resilience. This transforms a scenic tour into a meaningful journey, providing a deeper understanding and respect for the Dine way of life. The Hopi people live on a series of 3 mesas in northern Arizona, in villages that are among the oldest continuously inhabited communities in North America. The village of Oraibi, for example, dates back to at least 1100 AD. The Hopi are renowned for their deep spiritual traditions, their complex ceremonial calendar, and their incredible artistry, particularly their creation of carved Katsina dolls and their distinctive pottery. A visit to the Hopi Mesas offers a rare glimpse into a traditional way of life that has remained intact for centuries. It is essential to visit with the utmost respect, following all local protocols and remembering that you are a guest in someone's home and sacred space. Across the state, you can engage with Native American culture through art. Many tribes are famous for specific art forms: the Navajo for their beautiful rug weaving and silver and turquoise jewelry, the Hopi for their silver overlay jewelry and Katsina carvings, and the Tohono O'odham for their intricate basket weaving. You can purchase authentic handmade art directly from artists at trading posts, galleries, and cultural centers, which ensures the artists are fairly compensated for their incredible skill. This is a wonderful way to support these communities and bring home a beautiful and meaningful piece of Arizona's living heritage, a tangible connection to the state's oldest and most enduring cultures. Arizona's culinary scene is as diverse and exciting as its landscape. The flavors here are a delicious melting pot of Native American, Sonoran Mexican, and classic American cowboy traditions. From ancient ingredients to modern dishes, an adventure through Arizona is a thrilling journey for your taste buds. At the heart of Arizona's culinary identity is its incredible Sonoran-style Mexican food. The undisputed king of Sonoran street food is the Sonoran hot dog, a beloved local specialty. Creative chefs are rediscovering the bounty of the Sonoran desert, featuring ingredients like prickly pear cactus and mesquite flower. Arizona offers a dining experience for every palate, with a burgeoning craft beer and wine scene. In Arizona, food is a celebration of history, culture, and the rich land itself. Every traveler knows about the Grand Canyon, Sedona's Red Rocks, and Monument Valley. But for those of us with a spirit of discovery, the real magic often lies just off the beaten path. Arizona is a state full of wonderful secrets, hidden gems tucked away in quiet corners, waiting for the curious traveler to find them. One of these incredible hidden gems is Havasu Falls, a stunning oasis deep within a side canyon of the Grand Canyon. In the southeastern corner of the state, you will find another geological wonder, Chiricahua National Monument. Another secret worth seeking out is the lyrical beauty of Aravaipa Canyon Wilderness. Seeking out these hidden gems requires a little more effort, but the reward is a more personal, intimate, and unforgettable Arizona adventure. A journey on historic Route 66 is an iconic American road trip. Arizona preserves the spirit of the Mother Road, with the longest unbroken stretch of this legendary highway. Driving this rolling time capsule is about slowing down and savoring classic Americana, from quirky motor lodges and diners to offbeat roadside attractions like the Wigwam Motel and the giant jackrabbit statue. The most scenic drive is between Seligman and Kingman. Oatman offers a true Wild West experience. A journey on Arizona's Route 66 is a connection to American history and the freedom of the open road. Arizona's story is built on copper, silver, and gold. Mining booms created wild towns that sprang up overnight. When mines went bust, many towns were quickly abandoned. Today, exploring these ghost towns is a fascinating road trip. Jerome, once the wickedest town in the West, was a bustling copper camp. Today, it's an artist colony with history everywhere. Vulture City, near Wickenburg, was Arizona's most productive gold mine. Walking through the silent structures, you sense the harsh lives of miners. Tombstone lives its history with daily reenactments. Bisbee reinvented itself as a bohemian arts community. Visiting these towns is a history lesson you can touch and feel. When you think of Arizona, fine wine might not be the first thing that comes to mind. But prepare to be pleasantly surprised. Tucked away in the state's high-elevation river valleys and rolling grasslands are 3 burgeoning wine regions that are producing award-winning varietals and gaining national recognition. The combination of warm days and cool nights, along with unique soil compositions, creates an ideal environment for growing grapes. A road trip through Arizona's wine country is a delightful and delicious adventure, a chance to discover a sophisticated and honestly unexpected side of the state. It is a journey filled with beautiful scenery, charming tasting rooms, and passionate vintners who are excited to share their stories and their craft. Arizona's true spirit lives in its small towns, places like Bisbee with its bohemian flair and mining history, and Prescott, where cowboy heritage meets Victorian charm. Skip the interstate, wander main streets lined with art galleries, antique shops, and historic saloons. Each town, Payson, Williams, Tubac, offers a unique story from rodeo roots to Route 66 nostalgia and artist colonies. Take a road trip, meet locals, and savor the slow pace that reveals Arizona's unvarnished character. The real Arizona is found in quiet diners, friendly conversations, and the everyday beauty of these communities. Discover the backbone of the state, one small town at a time. Arizona is more than a place. It's an experience that lingers. Here, deserts meet mountains, ancient ruins neighbor modern cities, and every landscape tells a story. From the Grand Canyon's edge to the flavors of Tucson, each moment adds to a vibrant tapestry. Arizona's contrasts, old and new, wild and civilized, create endless surprises. The land, history, and culture invite you to engage, not just observe. This is a destination that changes you, leaving memories and inspiration long after you leave. Arizona isn't just visited, it's felt. Arizona calls you to adventure. Whether hiking, paddling, or stargazing, it awakens your senses and spirit. Triumph at a mountain summit, peace at a Monument Valley sunset, or thrill on a rugged trail. Each moment grounds you in the present. The journey is both external and internal, connecting you to the land, its people, and yourself. Encounters with locals and fellow travelers enrich your story. Arizona's wild heart teaches respect, curiosity, and wonder. Once you've heard its call, you'll carry it with you, always seeking new horizons. Arizona can't be experienced in a single visit. Each trip reveals something new. From hidden swimming holes to culinary adventures in Tucson, ghost towns to wellness retreats, every journey is unique. Seasons transform the landscape, offering wildflowers in spring, cool forests in summer, golden aspens in autumn, and desert warmth in winter. Arizona grows with you, matching every stage of life with fresh adventures. Your first trip is just the beginning, a lifelong relationship with a land of endless discovery. There's always another chapter waiting in the Grand Canyon state. The most important Arizona story is yours, crafted from the moments, people, and places you choose. Will your journey begin at the Grand Canyon's rim, a neon-lit diner, or a quiet river bend? Let curiosity guide you, and let the landscape's characters, both human and wild, shape your adventure. Every detail becomes part of your personal Arizona tale. Start dreaming, start planning. The journey begins the moment you answer the call. Arizona is waiting. We have traveled far and wide through the Grand Canyon state, from its deepest canyons to its highest peaks. We have seen how it is a land of incredible contrasts, a place where history is alive and adventure is around every corner. It is a state that inspires, challenges, and ultimately captivates all who visit. Now there is only one thing left to do. I am personally inviting you to come and see it for yourself. Come and feel the warm desert sun on your skin. Come and stand at the edge of a chasm so vast it seems to hold the entire world. Come and witness a sunset that will set your heart on fire with its beauty. Your Arizona adventure is waiting. This is your invitation to find your own personal sense of wonder. For you, that wonder might be found in the intricate design of a Native American pot, telling a story that is thousands of years old. It could be in the sheer, bizarre beauty of a petrified log, a tree that has turned to glittering rainbow quartz. Your wonder might be discovered in the taste of a prickly pear margarita after a long day of hiking, or in the sound of a coyote howling under a moonlit sky. It is in the grand, sweeping vistas and in the smallest, most delicate details of a desert flower. Wonder is everywhere here, waiting patiently for you to notice it. Pack your bags, but leave some room. You will need space for the memories you are going to make, for the stories you are going to gather, and for the beautiful piece of handcrafted art you just cannot leave behind. Bring your hiking boots, your swimsuit, your camera, and your appetite. But most importantly, bring an open heart and a curious mind. Come ready to explore, to learn, and to be amazed. Come ready to disconnect from the noise of your daily life and to reconnect with something more fundamental, more real, and more beautiful. Arizona has a special way of helping you do just that. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through the heart of the American Southwest. I hope it has ignited a spark of curiosity and a desire to experience this magnificent state firsthand. The landscapes are grander, the history is richer, and the adventures are more thrilling than words or pictures can ever truly convey. The only way to understand the magic of Arizona is to be here, to breathe its air, and to let its spirit move you. So please, accept my invitation. Come and find your wonder in the one and only Grand Canyon State. I promise you, it will be a trip you will never, ever forget. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and